สวัสดีค่ะในช่วง10กว่าปีที่ผ่านมาบริษัทซัมซุงบริษัทอิเล็กทรอนิกส์ยักษ์ใหญ่ของเกาหลีมีการเติบโตอย่างรวดเร็วและไม่ได้ดังเฉพาะในบ้านเท่านั้นแต่ว่าโดดเด่นในระดับโลกด้วยสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดที่ทำให้ซัมซุงนั้นประสบความสำเร็จอย่างหนึ่งก็คือการทุ่มเทให้กับการค้นคว้าและวิจัยมองเรามองโลกจะพาท่านผู้ชมไปพูดคุยกับคุณยุนซีลีคุณยุนซีลีทำงานที่บริษัทซัมซุงอิเล็กทรอนิกส์ที่สหรัฐอเมริกาเป็นคนที่ดูแลทีมวิจัยค้นคว้านวัตกรรมใหม่ๆจะได้โดนใจผู้บริโภคนะคะไปฟังดูกันค่ะว่าอะไรคือแนวทางในการค้นคว้าวิจัยของซัมซุงและทำไมการค้นคว้าวิจัยถึงได้สำคัญต่อความสำเร็จของซัมซุงขนาดนี้ค่ะ PIT Product Innovation Team หรือทีมนวัตกรรมผลิตภัณฑ์ของซัมซุงก่อตั้งขึ้นในปี 2006 ที่ซิลิคอนแวลลีย์สหรัฐอเมริกาเป็นแห่งแรกปัจจุบันมีสาขาแล้วทั่วโลกภารกิจของทีมคือการพัฒนาผลิตภัณฑ์ของซัมซุงโดยเน้นการออกแบบเพื่อตอบสนองความต้องการของผู้ใช้มากกว่าการออกแบบที่เน้นด้านวิศวกรรม PIT จึงมีการค้นคว้าเก็บข้อมูลวิจัยตลาดเพื่อเข้าใจผู้บริโภคและใช้เทคโนโลยีที่ตอบสนองความต้องการตลาดในการพัฒนานวัตกรรมสินค้าต่างๆ
Mr. Yoon, in coming up with new ideas, do you actually respond to market research and market wants and needs, or do you actually design or produce something that the market will eventually want?
So we are the former. So PIT was created as part of market-driven company initiative. Samsung became market leaders. It used to be fast followers to companies like Sony. When we are true fast followers, the strategy is very simple. Look at what Sony is doing, we do it better and faster or cheaper. Now, there is no clear indicator of what we need to just execute. So we need to, instead of executing all the time, we need to explore. Exploration takes time, it takes energy, and it is a lot less efficient than, from a yield standpoint, than execution. However, that's the only way to gain market leadership once you become the leader in the industry. We would like to consider ourselves as leader in the industry. So we created product innovation team, PIT, to really, rather than execute, explore what the market needs are, what they're generating, and respond to that in a very innovative way.
Is Samsung's approach to innovation different from that of other companies like Sony or Apple or Google?
I think there are similarities and differences. One big difference is compared to, for example, Apple is known for not doing consumer research. They're known for not really trusting the consumers. They're more interested in believing in themselves and creating the best experience and giving to consumers for new trial, new experiences, which has been very successful in the past. Google, on the other hand, is a very tech innovator. They do market research and they do other things, but for the most part, they would like to understand how they can implement their new technology to the market. We are bi-directional in terms of approaching market. Our engineering division is working hard to create new technologies behind the door that are very creative and very forward-thinking. In my humble opinion, as forward-thinking as Google, we just don't publish that very often. We also have very heavy market-driven organizations like PIT that really looks into the market very, very deeply to create market-relevant product based on the insight that we obtained. So, in certain sense, yes. In certain sense, no. Are we the only company to employ methods that we're using? In my knowledge, there are several companies that do something similar. It's always a mixture.
How much does Samsung actually invest in R&D every year?
Our R&D investment is globally known as very, very substantial. I think of all the monies we make, two areas that we spend the most is R&D and marketing. Marketing not specifically to market our products, but also to market our brand, to let consumers know our brand. And as a result, you can see that our brand indexed in most major brand index followers has climbed up recently very high. R&D is a very, I mean, it's a core, we make stuff. It's our core competency. So, we invest lots of money into R&D. One thing that I would like to emphasize is that when you say R&D, you normally think about just technology. R&D is both technology, natural science, and social science. They're both worthy of research and development. We have organizations like Lifestyle Research Lab, LRL in short, that looks into fundamental lifestyle drivers of human behaviors and cultures and regional trends, which I would compare it as more like core basic science study for within the R&D function for technology. So it's kind of both social and technology, natural science area.